Governor Pete Ricketts says the state of Nebraska is working on expanding the testing capabilities for COVID-19 across the state. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, Nebraska Governor Pete Ricketts says work is underway to expand testing for the coronavirus here in Nebraska. Currently, 200 tests can be conducted between the State Public Health Lab and at UNMC to handle those cases. Ricketts says those tests are for people with high risk for having the coronavirus, including those who have traveled to China or Europe, or who have had direct exposure to someone with a confirmed case. He says for private lab testings, the state is working with federal governments to ramp up testing efforts.
And they said that about 1 million of those will be going out this week, and that capacity should ramp up to 2 million. Now, this doesn't mean that anybody will be able to get a test. You still have to go through that screener. Again, flu is still going to be way more prevalent in our state than coronavirus. So we want, even with the expanded capability, we want to make sure we're prioritizing the people who are going to be at most at risk.
And today in Douglas County, health officials confirmed 3 more cases of COVID-19 here in Nebraska. Well, more locally, Bluff County Commissioners received an update on the coronavirus situation and its impact from health and emergency management officials during their meeting last night. Region 22 Emergency Manager Tim Newman told the panel that the decision by school, health, and emergency officials to close down schools and keep students at home for 2 weeks was the right call.
You know, the hope is that if we can close for 2 weeks now, then we don't have to close for 8 weeks later. You know, if we can prevent the spread, and we're going to hear it, well, you close for 2 weeks and nothing happened. Well, that's the point.
Meanwhile, Sheriff Mark Overman told the commissioners that the illness has prompted the detention center's vendor that handles jail visits to modify their offerings.
We worked with our provider and provider who was charging something for an internet visit. They've agreed to allow 2 free visits a week, given this. So now we're prohibiting people from coming in.
The commissioners also approved a resolution for an emergency declaration if needed to help make funding available to the county should the need arise. Well, straight ahead, a blizzard warning in effect for the region. Bill Boyer's got the latest right after this on KNEB.TV News.
Local lending. We're here for you from start to finish. Keeping money in our economy. Supporting local jobs. Giving back to our community, investing in entrepreneurship, making our quiet towns a destination. At Platte Valley Bank, we support local because we are local.
This is Karen's land. It's been here a long time, and so is she, along with Mojo. The first fence post went up here. Now there's 5,000 of them. After the storm, she started the cleanup here. This is more than just land, it's home. Karen runs with us on a John Deere 3E Series tractor, because who says a day's work has to take all day? Nothing runs like a Deere. Search John Deere 3E Series for more.
Visit 21st Century Equipment in Alliance, Torrington, Scottsbluff, and Bridgeport, or visit 21stcenturyequipment.com.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
Big news on the way here in the weather front. Not tonight, though. It's going to be partly cloudy through the evening hours and through the early morning hours tomorrow. Not much going on, but that will change as we have some major changes on the way. It's going to be nice, really, tonight and tomorrow. Some thunderstorms could develop in the afternoon. Yeah, rain and storms look like they're going to start tomorrow afternoon. Could see a lull then before another round moves in and changes over to snow. Blizzard warnings are in effect already for the day on Thursday. So this is quite a ways in advance they're issuing these, because confidence pretty high from the National Weather Service on blizzard conditions. Heavy snow and blowing snow look to be a pretty good bet. Yesterday we hit 39 after a morning low of 32. We just spun our wheels is really all we did yesterday. Nothing in the rain gauge. Still right about normal, a little bit above normal for the month, and a little below normal for the year. Well, let's get right to it. We've got lots to talk about out here. We do have a blizzard warning. All these areas in red shaded, those are blizzard warnings that are out. They're going to go for the day Thursday through 6 a.m. Friday. That includes the western portions of Cherry County, Hooker, Grant, also Arthur County, and then all the Nebraska Panhandle covered by these blizzard warnings. Laramie, Eastern Platte, Goshen, Niobrara. Again, blizzard warnings out for all of the Nebraska Panhandle. This pink shaded area, Ogallala and up to Valentine, that is a winter storm warning. Still winter storm watches for Sterling over to Fort Collins, winter weather advisories back to the west and also to the east, including North Platte. So again, the primary impacted area is going to be this red shaded area. That is where the blizzard warning is in effect, and that includes us, quite frankly. Hard to tell anything's coming today, and for the most of the day tomorrow, you won't be able to tell a big storm system's on the way. We have 50s and 40s across all of the state of Nebraska. Mildest temps right here, 53 in Lusk, 57 in Torrington. It's 45 right now in Cheyenne. And winds pretty stout off to our east at 15 to 25 miles an hour at times, dropping those wind chills into the 30s and 40s. Still some 50s, though, here in eastern portions of Wyoming. Let's look at Futurecast. For tonight, it's going to be pretty uneventful in the Futurecast department. We're going to be dealing with just off and on partly cloudy skies. That's it. And low temperatures tonight going to fall down into the 20s to near 30 degrees. Things start to turn more interesting late tomorrow. Starts off the day partly cloudy. You'll see off and on breaks of the clouds. Now by 9, 10 o'clock, we clear out. By early afternoon, here comes a round of thunderstorms. Looks like tomorrow afternoon and evening could move across the area. A brief break, and then the snow fills in from the southwest to the northeast. And I think by sunrise tomorrow, rain should start to turn over to snow. If it hasn't already, maybe in portions of eastern Wyoming, be right in our area. You could see some of this burst here. It's cold enough that some of this rain precip here turns over to snow earlier, we could end up with a bit higher snow totals than what we're currently forecasting. So what are we talking about for highs tomorrow? Near 60 degrees here across the region. A couple areas getting up to 60. Everybody in the 50s out in front of this storm. Those temps are going to crash and crash hard. We'll be 30 degrees colder than that for highs on Thursday here across the air, or Friday rather, across the area. So it's going to stay cold on into Thursday and Friday. Let's take a look at snow totals now. We're going to show you what we're looking at in terms of the European model. Now, this blue shaded area is a pretty healthy band of moderate snow. The pink, purple shaded areas, that's where we're looking at heavier snow totals. Let's zoom in and show you what we're talking about. 6 to 10 inches in this dark blue shaded area, a good bet. 3 to 6 inches outside of it, lighter amounts up towards South Dakota. We're kind of in that 3 to 6 to 6 to 10 area here. In the Scotts Bluff area, it looks like a good dosing of 6 to 10 inches of snow, maybe a bit higher, maybe over a foot, areas back towards Cheyenne, north of Cheyenne and into the Laramie area. Again, that's our current forecast projections. These will likely change a bit over time, but this looks like what we're going to be sitting at here in a widespread snowfall situation. Strongest winds during the day on Thursday. We could be seeing winds gusting over 50 miles an hour, and that is going to produce blizzard conditions very easily here across the region. 28 tonight for a low under partly cloudy skies. For tomorrow, afternoon thunderstorms, about a 40% chance of some of those popping up. 59 your high. Rain chances increase dramatically as we go through the rest of the evening hours, and you'll see rain and thunder chances get up there before things start to mix over with snow. And how about the first day of spring coming on Thursday? That morning high will be 37. Could see a little bit of rain mix in early, and then we're tumbling. Clear down into the single digits for lows. Friday, a high only in the upper 20s. It's just going to be downright cold. But the precip comes to an end, and it looks like we're going to stay dry for the rest of the 7-day forecast. But man, things are active there to start here across the region with very heavy snowfall totals and certainly very much in the way of a wind and an all-out blizzard coming for Thursday.
This year, W2 means we double. Reganis Auto Center will double your down payment on any pre-owned vehicle on their lot. Turn $500 into $1,000. Turn $1,500 into $3,000. Use that money to get out of your lease or a vehicle you owe too much on, or to lower your monthly payment. For a limited time only, double your down payment only at Reganis Auto Center on East Overland and East 27th Street in Scotts Bluff, your volume discount dealer.
At TC & More in Scotts Bluff, we have toys and puzzles for your children, or they make a great gift. TC & More has craft activities, pretend play toys, and dozens of puzzles and games for all ages. We also have the largest supply of Melissa and Doug toys. And we still carry all of your classroom essentials. Remember to like TC & More on Facebook. TC & More, 1621 Broadway, beautiful downtown Scotts Bluff.
A guy brought me on a first date to Runza. And I'm like, are you trying to talk to me while I'm eating Runza? No, slow your roll. Don't get in the middle of this.
Welcome back. A probation search on a 52-year-old Minatare man results in his arrest and 4 felony charges after authorities found a rifle, ammo, and suspected methamphetamine. Anthony Woodard is charged with 2 counts of possession of a stolen firearm, plus a single count of possession of a firearm by a prohibited person and a single charge of possession of a controlled substance. He was arraigned on the charges Monday in Scottsbluff County Court and will be back for his arraignment on March 27th. Well, the statewide tornado drills that were scheduled for tomorrow have been canceled due to the COVID-19 pandemic and will not be rescheduled. The National Weather Service says many schools and businesses participate in this drill by practicing going to a shelter during the drill. Additionally, having people huddling together during a drill goes against the guidance of social distancing to minimize the COVID-19 spread. The National Weather Service will continue to send out safety information via social media during Severe Weather Awareness Week. And officials say 8 Nebraska residents who were on a cruise ship forced to idle off the California coast because of COVID-19 cases aboard have returned to Nebraska and will isolate themselves for 14 days. The Grand Princess pulled into the port of Oakland on March 9th with more than 3,500 people aboard, 21 confirmed to be infected with the new virus. The Nebraska residents were among those then taken for quarantine at a California military facility. 8 of them flew back to the state yesterday, and Nebraska officials say 4 more will be arriving in the coming days. Well, coming up after the break, Shabella Guzman will be in with a check-in on Ag News. She'll have that right after this on KNEB.TV News.
When we combine our energy, we're able to accomplish incredible things and take on the greatest challenges. We're stronger than we could have ever been alone. Because our energy works better together. Tri-State and Roosevelt Public Power District. Brighter, stronger, better together.
This chair is way too big. It's perfect for us. This one's tiny. That's 'cause it's mine. Hey, this chair is just right. This bed is way too hard. It's perfect for me. This bed is way too soft. Just what I needed. This bed is just right. So come on over to Leaf Heads.
You said yes. Together, you planned every detail. You married. And then you realized 500 square feet just isn't enough room for 2. When life happens, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today. You decide to add another to your family. You start reading parenting books. You're amazed that such a small human could need so much space. When life happens, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today.
This is KNEB TV Ag News from the First National Bank Ag Desk. First National Bank of North Platte, the bank to think of first.
Twin Twin Cities Development brought in a hemp forum on March 14th to educate those interested in growing hemp and the public. Carrie Siegel-Heimbach, marketing specialist at TCD, said the long-term goal is to bring in a processing plant to the area.
What we'd like to do is eventually get a processing plant to the area, and in order to do that, we needed to educate the public on industrial hemp and let them know that there's more options than just what they know about as far as just the cannabinoids or CBD. There's the fiber, there's the seed or grain for animal food. The public needs to know that so that they can base their decision growing or getting involved in it.
Many people are becoming interested in hemp for its fiber qualities. Andrea Holmes, professor of chemistry at Doane University, explains more on the fiber part of the hemp plant.
So the fiber part of the plant is just absolutely phenomenal because it has a lot of different properties depending which part of the fiber you're actually looking at. So there's the outside of the fiber, which is called the bast, and then there's the inside, which is the core. So the outside, you can process it in such a way that you can make like yarn type material, and you can mix it with cotton, whereas the inside of the stalk is more used for micronized wood, and it can be used to make bioplastics and building materials, etc.
Holmes said right now the market is in its infancy, but it is an industry Nebraska can't afford to ignore, where it could offer so much to local growers and economies. In Scottsbluff for KNEB.TV, I'm Chabela Guzman.
For the card-carrying fan, get your Husker Visa debit card so you can take the game with you. Free with First Free Checking.
Are you ready to join the celebration? Then what are you waiting for? Switch to VIAERO today and find out exactly why we're better. More towers than the competition. Convenient stores in your neighborhood. Friendly, helpful customer service, and top phones at excellent values, such as the iPhone XR for free. That's right, get a free iPhone XR when you purchase any other iPhone of equal or greater value. VIAERO Wireless, your better choice for wireless service.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
Winter is upon us, and while safety is an important consideration all year long, there are some auto maintenance and safety checks that are specific to winter driving. To be sure you don't end up a road popsicle, take your vehicle to High Tech Auto and let Terry's team help you get an upper hand on Old Man Winter.
At Elite Physical Therapy, we provide preventative and rehabilitative treatments that maximize function and promote well-being for patients of all ages. With 2 locations in Scottsbluff and Gearing, we offer the convenience of you choosing your location with the same great services no matter where you go. Stop into one of our locations today, in Scottsbluff at 214 West 27th Street or in Gearing at 10th and M Street, and see what Elite Physical Therapy can do for you. Treatment you need and care you deserve.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want you to plan for tomorrow while you enjoy today. With our personalized trust and estate planning services, our trust services can help you do just that. When it comes to estate planning, you should seek professional help. And when you do, you should have confidence in the financial institution you choose to handle your trust. At Platte Valley Bank, we pride ourselves in keeping our trust operations local and serving our friends and neighbors. We offer a highly personalized, full line of personal trust and estate planning. Give us a call today and see how our trust services can help you.
And finally tonight, school districts in the Panhandle are beginning their efforts to provide meals on the go for students following the closure of facilities in light of the threat posed by the novel coronavirus. At Scottsbluff Public Schools, distribution of grab-and-go meal packs for children in the district will begin tomorrow. These will be individually packaged breakfasts and lunches, and families will receive multiple days' worth of meals for all children 18 years or younger in the household. Also, beginning tomorrow, Gering will have breakfast and lunch grab-and-go meals available for pickup at Northfield and Lincoln Elementary. This is for all children aged 1 through 18 in the household, and on Friday, pickups for the pup packs will also be available. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you here next time.